got them? Who got them? Who got them? Ultra tokens, we stack them. Convert them and hold them. Don't burn them. We earn them. Ultras hold them. Who got them? Who got them? Who got them? Ultra tokens, we stack them. Convert them and hold them. Don't burn them. We earn them. Ultras hold them. Ultra tokens in my wallet, Ultra tokens in my wallet, getting paid. We getting paid. Ultra tokens in my wallet, Ultra tokens in my wallet, getting paid. We getting paid. Who got them? Who got them? Who got them? Ultra tokens, we stack them. Convert them and hold them, don't burn them. We earn them, ultras hold them. Who got them? Who got them? Who got them? Ultra tokens, we stack them. Convert them and hold them, don't burn them. We earn them, ultras hold them. Ultra tokens in my wallet, Ultra tokens in my wallet, getting paid. We getting paid. Ultra tokens in my wallet, Ultra tokens in my wallet, getting paid. We getting paid.
Bilberry, also known as Fighting Squirrel. Today's date is July 28th of the year 2025. And before I get started, I'd like to mention that none of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and invest in crypto projects, etc. Can everybody hear me loud and clear? If I get like a thumbs up. New PC, had to finally upgrade. Will expand my capabilities in providing videos on YouTube, etc. So I'm going to be focusing a lot more on that side. Of course, I did get access to the Medium for RocketFi. We will start posting regularly on that Medium as well. I'll be providing at least a weekly update to the Medium regarding Refuel and any other updates throughout the week. Of course, every other Monday, other than the last Monday, we will be spotlighting other projects. So it will be focused towards those projects on those weeks, but that's just the direction forward for Refuel Mondays. Okay, if y'all would go ahead and start putting your smart codes in the chat. We'll get them added here shortly. Got a lot to go over and discuss regarding RocketFi this past month. If y'all are not aware, Ultra XRP did get listed on CoinGecko. So wallets are showing that logo now. I know the price for the wallets are showing. I know in SafePal for sure. I'm not certain about Trust Wallet, but SafePal for sure does have the Ultra XRP logo and the price for it as well. I know it's been displaying the RocketFi logo. Of course, PancakeSwap now has the logo for RocketFi and Ultra XRP. If you don't see it when you go to PancakeSwap, more than likely you'll have to go to your managed tokens, remove RocketFi, and then re-add it back, and it will populate that logo as well as the Ultra XRP logo in PancakeSwap. So nice to see those logos added there. Loving seeing. I mean, it's not really a big deal, but I just personally find interest in that. It warms my heart when I see it personally. All right, keep them smart codes coming, of course. Oh, Felicia in the house. Nice to see you again. I've seen you subscribe to the Medium as well earlier. It's nice to see you back in the community. Of course, a lot of things been happening. Of course, let me pull up our D app, of course, before I focus more on the updates coming here. Let's close that window out, go there on that. And of course, there have been no updates to the RadarWallet.netlify app this past month. We've been focusing somewhere else, but I will go with that here shortly. And I need to refresh the page. Give me one moment, everyone. I hate this MetaMask extension. I hate it. Now it is so buggy. I got to log back in every time. I guess that's kind of a security thing, but still. There you go. Yes, that's the data. With this problem in the not too distant future. Come on, reload. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. Oh, MetaMask. I've already done that. Sorry, this is just taking way too long here. Sorry. More time here. All right, there. Finally. All right, let me switch here. So y'all can see what I'm looking at. All right. So for RocketFi, the total supply currently is at 570.14 billion. Of course, the swap and swap out fee are 4 and 4, 0 on the transfer side, and the current token price sitting at 5011359. So we've been comfortably above that 6-0 stage. We wiped that zero out. It's gone. Hopefully it stays gone forever. Of course, it helps with BNB hitting a new all-time high. I don't know the exact all-time high, what that was hit. I know it was around 850. Looking good. I know BNB now it's sitting 110 10 billion market cap, somewhere in that neighborhood. Don't quote me on that. But that helps a lot. And of course, XRP sitting well above 3. I know it went down to touched at 3 after the bull run. We're still in that bull run, in my opinion. I don't think we're going to have a pullback anytime soon. Hopefully not. But I just looking at the charts, I don't feel like we're going to pull back yet. There will be a pullback, but how far that goes, I don't know. We'll have to see. There is a pay it forward available. I've noticed that pretty much there have been pay it forwards available a lot here recently, especially with the more volume coming in. Those will be available very often. Of course, the total rocket fuel now is at 272.29 billion. So a lot of room to make your impression felt in that rocket fuel. I know me personally, I have a pretty good sizable amount of rocket fuel. Of course, those do reflect at 1.5% of what your Rocket 5 tokens would. Let's pop over to the burn zone. Of course, the total burn for Rocket 5 tokens is now 429.86 billion, around 140 million away from officially being 43% of the supply. The burn rewards available are now 103.12 million. Of course, somebody did win that here this past month. They won 198.29 million. That's why that's dropped down to around 100 million. So that will build up over time with the tokenomics. And of course, the swap play hasn't been one in a while. I know Shorty teased the idea of moving the swap or the minimum required down to 10 or 15 million, just because the token price has went up in value. That would put it closer to a $20 buy. Of course, 1.09 billion Rocket 5 tokens there waiting to be earned by some lucky buyer. C Lady says BNB all-time high 859. Thank you, C Lady. I knew it was around that number somewhere. I haven't been really watching the charts too much. Yes, SafePal is much better in my opinion. You know, there'll be times where it will be glitchy on certain things. That's because they're updating or whatever they're doing. But for the most part, SafePal is a pretty good wallet. I know the Coinbase wallet, Shorty uses that one. He claims that it's really great. I just have not taken the time to import seed phrases over there because there's just too many wallets to be trying to do that all the time. Too much other stuff going on. What do we got here? Co-founder, we've made a decision about the future of that guy needs to get out of here. Copy the clip. I'm going to reply to this one. How about we do, who is that? Let me just make sure here. Second option, 75, thirdly. All right. Yeah, let's do this. Deban them. Get them out. Anybody with co-founder in their name is probably, or co-founder as their primary name, probably not a good buy. But as far as updates to the DApp, of course, Radar wallet still looks the same. I would try to do it here, but MetaMask is going to give me problems if I try to switch over there. I know it is. Maybe I'm lucky. If it even loads, that will be the issue. Not going to bother with that. All right. Oh, see, are there ultras in this wallet? There should be ultras in this wallet. MetaMask has been the MetaMask. Maybe I need to download Google Chrome on this PC. Because the MetaMask extension is designed for Chrome, and this is whatever Microsoft's is called. I can't ever remember what this thing's called. It's not Safari. Edge. It's Edge. I can't even remember what this browser's called. Come on, MetaMask. This lady's making noise in the background. Well, it's reacting. All right. Well, never mind. We're going to move on. This dang MetaMask extension. All right. So for RocketFi, the updates pertaining to the DApp, of course, we are moving away from the radarwallet.netlify.app domain. We're going back to our roots. The RocketFi DApp will be its own domain, have its own page, etc. It will be RocketFi, more likely RocketFi.money, app.rocketfi.money. Radar Wallet will have its own domain, own website, own app. The Ultra Blue DApp will have its own domain, own website. The Steakhouse will have its own domain, own DApp, own website, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Everything's going to have its own domain. Of course, we'll have quick links in each to move over to the other, but this will reduce the workload on the DApps to offer a better experience when connecting to them. So let's see, I'm going to go over what Shorty had sent me a while ago. Of course, we're officially migrating the brand to a new React framework. We're going to React Vite. Of course, this is similar to what you'll see Emotional Support Pickles DApp on. That's pretty much the same development platform we'll be using. Why the move? The current DApp was built on an older framework back when we were still learning the ropes. Upgrading the entire stack now gives us a faster, cleaner, and more future-proof foundation, and we're already seeing the benefits. What does this mean for all of you? The DApp is being streamlined into a more responsive, robust, and smooth experience that's also designed with RocketFi's decentralized future in mind as we develop the DAO or DAO. We'll be pushing the new version to a staging server soon. And once it's polished, it will replace the current existing DApp. Most of the existing features will be ported over, but with a fresh aesthetic and improved architecture built on the latest Web3 tech. The current Web3 DApp, which is radarwallet.netlify.app, that one will stay live until the full migration is complete for RocketFi DApp, the Radar Wallet DApp, the Ultra Blue DApp. Once those three are completed, we will be decommissioning the radarwallet.netlify app. One big new feature we're excited about with this RocketFi DApp is what we're calling stealth mode. It will let you browse the DApp without connecting your wallet until you actually sign a transaction. So once you go to the RocketFi DApp, you will have to connect initially to get, your wallet information to display there. But after that, you will not have to connect every single time you go back to the DApp. I know I've received some suggestions about that, being able to view the wallet without actually having to connect. That will be possible. You will be able to cycle through wallet addresses, or you can just import a wallet address to view without actually having to connect to it for the Rocket Fuel, or not RocketFi DApp, just to view what's going on, what rewards you have selected, et cetera, et cetera. So what's next? The Steakhouse will be built on the same upgraded framework. The RocketFi website and Gitbook are getting aligned updates and improved terminology. Of course, if you visited the RocketFi.money website here recently, I have went through and updated all the links, et cetera, et cetera. There is a lot of terminology in there that needs to be changed on certain things. It will be getting some redesign to it, not a whole lot of redesign. Most of what exists on the website will stay the same, but we'll be putting more of a focus on the arbitrage mining aspect of RocketFi, and that RocketFi.money website will pretty much just be about RocketFi token itself. We won't be focusing on the other aspects. So the DAO, we are currently writing up the Constitution, is what we're calling it, for that, and that's pretty much the guidelines on how you suggest proposals, what's required to suggest a proposal, what's required to get that proposal to the voting stage to be voted on, and how it's implemented. We are definitely focusing on this. This is probably our main focus currently, is the DAO, just because of the bills that are going through Congress and Senate. The FIT 21, the Genius Act doesn't really affect us too much, but it does a little bit because of you can reflect in stable coins through RocketFi. So it does affect us a little bit, but not really that much. But we really want to be as compliant as possible with the FIT 21 Act. So we will be introducing a DAO. Of course, that's one of the reasons we decided to split the DApps up, because there's going to be so much just in each one. With the RocketFi DApp, you got the swap play, burn, you got all the other aspects, and then you're going to be adding in a DAO. So it needs to be its own dedicated platform. The RocketFi contracts, now I'm not certain on exactly all will, but most will be renounced. We are moving to a fully decentralized direction with RocketFi. Of course, Steakhouse, the Radar wallet, et cetera, that's all different. That's not actually part of the RocketFi token. So those won't in particular be renounced like the RocketFi token, et cetera, will be. See, the reward packs will eventually be upgraded to our liquidity mining engine contract, which is currently in development alongside the DAO and Steakhouse. The engine is planned to become the future backbone of RocketFi's liquidity mining rewards. The migration sets the stage for all of these next developments and moves us closer to RocketFi's decentralized future. So for the most part, RocketFi is decentralized, but we do have control over certain things, but we want to give that to the community, and people will be able to suggest moving RocketFi's taxes, for instance, to 2 and 2 or whatever. They'll be pretty much whatever the holders want is what they'll get. So this will require a certain amount of votes, and there's going to be safeguards in place to keep, a bunch of spam proposals from happening, and just illegitimate means from happening. We want to be able to have a layer of security there to protect all of our holders from falling victim to something like that. Do I have any questions about any of that? I know it was a lot there. Any questions at all? Can I repeat it?
Say on that last part about the DOA and or whatever you call that thing.
The DAO.
Yeah. Any way that you'd be able to integrate maybe or smart codes to vote with that, or that might help eliminate spammers and that type
Yes,
thing.
a smart code will be required. Just like the smart code is required for the earn pay. If you know what earn pay is, where you send X amount of RocketFi, you get a little kickback.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've experienced it. You might have had some pull rewards there, and you're like, why do I have these? And it's like $1 or whatever of RocketFi tokens. More than likely, that was from earn pay, from where you sent RocketFi tokens and collected that dust that was there. But yes, the smart codes will be required for submitting a proposal. That way, people kind of know who it is. Anybody can create a smart code, though. But, for the most part, we know whose is whose. Like Ccash, we know it's you. And I'm RocketFi. Of course, Shorty is Shorty, et cetera, et cetera. 420 is Yoda. We all know that. So that does add an extra kind of level of acknowledgement on who is providing this proposal. Should we take it with a grain of salt or not? Good question, though. Any other questions regarding any of that? Don't be shy. If you want, you can type it in the chat. It does not matter. I will answer it. Okay. No questions. All right. So the focus on the DAO is the primary focus, but still working on other things in tandem as well. The initial viewings that I've gotten to see from Shorty on the new DApp is going to be more of a dark mode. I know we had the current RocketFi DApp pretty dark, but except for the boxes and tiles on it, they're lighter in color, more vibrant. But it's going to be more of a dark mode, more just RocketFi information. Some of the APIs, et cetera, that we're using for the Squirrel bot, the RocketFi DApp will be fetching from as well for that information, like the current market cap, et cetera, the amount of trades, whatever. So when you know how you see some of that information in the Squirrel bot in the Telegram, it'll be accessing some of that information as well. And this will just be for the stealth mode. That way it can track all that information without actually having to connect to your wallet. So nice to see all this added. I can't wait to see the new DApp in its full. I have not got to see the whole thing yet. Shorty is still working on it. There's been a lot of focus on the DAO portion of it. as well. Now, once the new version releases, the DAO may not be viewable for every holder, just probably me, Shorty, until we get it fully developed and stacked out. Now, I will be posting on Medium weekly, of course, probably more often than that, but at least once a week. Of course, all of the refuels will be going to YouTube, going back to that. Of course, I'm also going to be taking Shorty's music and putting it on YouTube. Hopefully, get some clicks with the Rocketfy logo there, maybe a pickle meme on top of it or something, just to get some more clicks. If you would, anytime I post a link for YouTube or Medium in the chat, please just go there. If you please read it and listen to it, but if you don't do that, please just at least go there and give it a click. That way it gets populated more through the algorithms on YouTube, through Google, wherever the case may be. Shorty music will be world famous. Hey, man, I like that music. I'm not even gonna lie. I've been listening to it the last few days, just cycling through them all. It's, for the most part, most of them are bangers. There's a couple I'm like, not my jam, but for the most part, it is pretty good to listen to. Any other questions? Any other questions? All right. So let's go ahead and pop up over and get these rocket races going. I guess I need to change my screen share, huh? Is it going to change? There it goes. Right. So, of course, for that donated to Manus's wallet. Of course, Manus was the first to hit the raid today for. So I went ahead and gave him connected. It acted like I was disconnected. She's running appliances in the house that messes with the Wi-Fi. All right. So Ultra Hope, of course, is Manus's. He hosted first to that raid that I put as a reminder for Refuel Monday today. So I gave him an extra rocket. So we're going to go ahead and get the rest of the rockets real quick. Let me pull up the Telegram here. Whoa, some buys coming in there. Look at that. Like to see it. All right, we start with, I think we're starting with Alpha. Alpha, I guess you were, gotta be in all caps. I like my all caps. Alpha, JCAD, Wall, Ccash, Swagger. Gotta have that Swagger. Skillage. We got Ultra Hope. Lower Tax. And Matthew, if you could, you don't have to post it in the chat. You can DM me, whatever, however you feel comfortable. Just give me an update on how that V3 goes for you. Does it reward pretty decent for your taking, et cetera, et cetera? Whatever feedback you can give on that, because I may start creating some V3s myself. I just haven't tried to mess with it. It's required a little more effort and when you create it. Heavy. Let's see. We can start posting store for the Rocket 5 Telegram. 420. We'll get you. All right. So I got. And my connection's going crazy again. Is everybody there? Okay. I got Alpha, JCADWall, Ccash, Swagga, Skillage, Ultra Hope, Lower Tax, Heavy, and 420. Did I miss anyone? Okay. Nobody's saying I missed them. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Cases, of course, and then all right. Let's get set. And let's go. Where's my music? There it goes. And the music seems to be broken. What is going on? Ultra Hope. I'm having connection issues out the wazoo right now. Did everyone see that race? Mr. Rocket Race. Yeah, it was lagging for me. I don't know about y'all, but it lagged a lot of me. All right, Ultra Hope is our first winner. Of course, Manus, congratulations. I don't need to write on that paper. I can write on a different sheet. Ultra Hope is our first winner. Congratulations. And let's do one more race. Let's go. And the music is just junked out. I'll tell you what.
I design apps, websites, memo coins, AI chatbot, and DG bots.
I'm here to help you out. I'm here to help you out.
I design apps, I design websites, I design.
JCADWall. JCADWall, you hear me? We'll start playing that instead. We'll start playing the Rocket Race music instead of the actual Rocket Race music because it's fidgety. Don't see any races, LOL. Races. You didn't see them? Just crashed. Still got to get the kinks on this, but we'll be trying to make it more professional. But JCAD, well, congratulations, JCAD and Manus. Y'all are our Rocket Race winners this week. Of course, everyone in attendance will be receiving a portion of the Rocket5 Refuel Monday bonus as well. Of course, I'm just going to go ahead and give a reminder on how to do that. Oh, yeah, I forgot. This jumped out on me. I didn't go to the right one. But, of course, you go to radarwallet.netlify.app/refuel. And if whatever refuel rewards you have earned, you'll be able to claim them here. That is how you go about claiming those. Really got to get this MetaMask thing taken. Man, this just bugs me badly. I don't ever interact with my wallets on PC. Normally on my phone. I think a lot of people are like that, but the PC experience with MetaMask just peeves me. All right, so let's switch this. Let's see, Felicia, congrats. Yes, congrats. And what is happening here? All right. There we go. So for next week, of course, we are going back to weekly refuels. We will be focusing on Turbo BSC. I will be providing a link to their chat here shortly with some information and announce that refuel for next Monday. They will be providing the Turbo tokens for the giveaways. We'll do 2 rocket races, and everyone in attendance will get some of that Turbo, just like we do with the Rocket 5, but it will just be Turbo BSC next week. The following week, of course, we'll have Vet token. They are about supporting veterans. They will be the following week, and then we'll have Interlink. Interlink has some announcements they would like to give out around that time pertaining to some stuff they got going on. We'll just have to give them the mic to discuss that. I won't discuss any of that information, what they got going over there. But that is what we're slated for the month of August. And, of course, the last week of August, we will be focused on Rocket5 updates, et cetera, et cetera. If you know of any projects that want to come in and discuss with us in a Refuel Monday, let me know. Maybe get in contact with whoever it is if you're close with the team. Give them a heads up about it because, a lot of people don't take to me just randomly DMing them saying, hey, do you want to come in for a refuel? And never having spoken with me before. Right now, the first available refuel we'll have for someone to sign up for is September, the second week of September. Someone reached me earlier. We were speaking about it. They haven't committed to it yet, but that second week in September is the first available spot for Refuel Monday. Same week. Oh, someone's messaging in the chat. If voting in a DAO is done through smart codes, how do we control for users having multiple smart codes? It would be tied. Yep, it would be tied weighted to the amount of Rocket5 they hold within that wallet that has that code. Yes. So if you have multiple wallets, you're going to need a smart code for each of those wallets for those to have the voting power available, because you won't vote for all of your wallets from one wallet. You'll have to go to each separate wallet to do those votes. That's the only way that can be verified, really. So your rocket fuel, of course, I didn't mention this, but in our preliminary writing of the DAO, the Constitution, rocket fuel will have the same voting power as it does in the reward packs. So rocket fuel will count as each rocket fuel will count as 1.5 votes. So the bigger burners will have more power in the future of the project, which makes sense because they're locked in. If you burnt rocket and you got rocket fuel, you're locked in forever. You can't sell those tokens. You can't get rid of them. So you really are vested into the future of the token. So you should have, that say as well. So rocket fuel will have voting power. Of course, rocket tokens will have voting power, but it will require the smart code for the proposals, et cetera, et cetera. If that clears that up for you, Felicia. No problem. No problem. And now we are looking into liquidity providers having voting power. It's kind of tricky with the LP tokens because, you didn't sell them technically when you provided the LP, but you don't necessarily have ownership over them in the LP because, the amount of tokens you have in the LP changes with each trade through that pair. Sometimes you'll, like if you put 1 million RocketFi and 1 BNB in an LP pair, and someone bought some of the RocketFi tokens out, so they put in BNB, well, they removed some of the RocketFi tokens, you would only have, 900,000 RocketFi in there, whereas you had 1 point something BNB. So that would change your voting weight there. So the LP tokens we're looking to find a way to track that for just DAO voting. That is going to be a little trickier than just the RocketFi tokens in your wallet. Maybe at the time of the proposal being, this is just what I've suggested so far. Maybe at the time of the proposal being passed to be voted on, a timestamp is taking there to see how many RocketFi tokens are in each liquidity pair and the voting weights to those LP token holders added at that time. Now that, of course, it's not an easy task to accomplish something like that, just all willy-nilly, but that is one of the proposals that I have talked about as far as the LP. Shorty's typing something. Let's see what Shorty has to say. Maybe he's typing something. He stopped typing. I think Shorty's found a way to listen into these without being publicly shown. I don't know how he's done that. See, lady. See what C lady has. Shorty ghost. Yeah, someone DM'd me saying I'm friends with Pickle Moto Pickle Moto. Are you the lead dev for RocketFi? I was like, well, Pickle Moto is one of our devs, yes, and I'm one of the co-founders of RocketFi. I don't know if he was trying to, act like he had more sway than he had. I get hundreds of DMs every day, so it's some of the more interesting ones catch my eye. Like someone offered me, what was it, 2,000 a ton? I had to find them. His name was Louis something. There it is, Lee. He offered me 2,000 a ton for my username. He wants the @FightingSquirrel username for some reason. Which 2,000 tons, like, what is ton? Like over $3 right now. So it's probably around 6K for my username. And I'm like, man, that's not a high enough price tag, to be honest with you. It's got to be a lot higher offer because I had to change all kinds of stuff. My ex, because I try to keep the same username for everything. And I like my username. It's personal to me. You know, it has a meaning. It's not just something I picked willy nilly out of a bowl. It has meaning for me. Any other questions? There is no other fighting squirrel. I am the original. The only. But it was an interesting DM to get. I want to make sure Shorty isn't texting me in the DMs. Oh, he's just elaborating on the multiple wallets stuff. I just went over that. All right. So if no one else has any questions, no suggestions, no vicious rumors they would like to discuss, we will be closing it up. And I'm going to exit with a track. Let's see, what track do y'all want to hear here? We're going to go ahead and do Rocket Races. Who will be first? Rocket Race music. All right. Well, before I started playing, I'd like to thank all of you for coming for Refuel Monday. Of course, check it out next week. We will have Turbo BSC in the house to talk about their token, their project. They're all about shield bots. So we're going to see what they have to offer and build a closer partnership with Turbo. Of course, I seen Joker just popped in. He'll have the opportunity to come in next week. Thank you all for coming and enjoy.
Rocket races, who will be first? Rocket races, who will be first? Rocket first, who will be first? When rocket fire while you rocket race. When rocket fire while you rocket race. Rocket race, rocket race. Winning big on Refuel Monday. Winning big on Refuel Monday. Refuel Monday. Refuel Monday. Rocket races, who will be first? Rocket races, who will be first? Who will be first? Who will be first? Rocket fire while you rocket race. When rocket fire while you rocket race. Rocket race, rocket race. Winning big on Refuel Monday. Winning big on Refuel Monday. Refuel Monday, Refuel Monday. Rocket races, rocket races. Rocket races, rocket races.
Rocket races, who'll be first? Rocket races, who'll be first? Who will be first? Who will be first? When rocket fire while you rocket race. When rocket fire while you rocket race. Rocket race, rocket race. Winning big on Refuel Monday, winning big on Refuel Monday, Refuel Monday, Refuel Monday. Rocket races, who'll be first? Rocket races, who'll be first? Who will be first? Who will be first? Win rocket fire while you rocket race. Win rocket fire while you rocket race. Rocket race, rocket race. Boom! Winning big on Refuel Monday, winning big on Refuel Monday, Refuel Monday, Refuel Monday. Rocket races, 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 rocket races. Boom! Win rocket fire while you rocket race. Hey.